Hi, this is Walt Mossberg, personal technology columnist for the Wall Street Journal. And today I want to talk to you about the best social networking system of all, email. Now, a lot of attention is paid to MySpace and Facebook, which are built from the ground up to be social networking services, ways to connect you to other people and to learn about their interests and communicate with them. And they're good, they do work. But the oldest social networking system on the internet is still the most popular, and it's email. The problem is teasing out all that information about people, relationships, and your history with them is really difficult in most email programs, especially in the most popular email program, Microsoft Outlook, which I personally consider a bloated, dense piece of software. Well, now there's a new company and a new product, both named Xobni, Xobni, that's inbox spelled backwards, that is a plugin, a free plugin for Outlook that attempts to take all that information in your saved emails going back, let's say, years, and turn it into useful social networking information. You just download Xobni at xobni.com. It plugs right into Outlook 2003 or Outlook 2007, and it shows up as a panel, self-contained, along the right side of your Outlook screen, not interfering with the other functions of Outlook. And whatever email you have selected in Outlook, Xobni displays a profile of the sender of that email. And the profile contains lots of interesting information. Of course, there's the name of the person, there's a picture of the person if you happen to have a picture, but there's also a bunch of stuff you don't expect. First of all, there's a search box which does searches of your email much more quickly and much more thoroughly than the Outlook search. Secondly, there's a bar chart that shows how many emails you've received from that person and what times of day are the ones where that person is typically most active on email. And that can be really helpful if you're trying to figure out, when should I email this person to get a quick response? You can also, through Xobni, with one click, generate an email asking for that person's phone number if you don't have it. But Xobni will also try to extract the phone number either from an Outlook contact, which is easy, or from somewhere in the body of an email from that person, which is difficult. And it does a reasonably decent job. You can also, with one click in Xobni, generate an email asking for a meeting with that person, and Xobni is smart enough to look at your Outlook calendar and in the email list when you are free over the next few days to help get the process of setting up the meeting started. There are also three other sections to the Xobni panel that I think are even more interesting. One shows what's called the network of the person whose profile you're looking at, and that's based on all the people they've sent emails to or copied emails to that can be deduced from your collection of emails from that person. And so it's like a little social network, shows you who they tend to associate with, at least through email. Another one is called Conversations, and it shows all the email exchanges you've had with this person grouped as threads or logical conversations. And finally, there's a list of all the files you've exchanged with this person, and they're easily openable. You can drill down into all these sections, and the Xobni sidebar will fill up with details of those sections. For instance, you can read the entirety of the emails you've exchanged going back years with these people without even bothering with Outlook, fiddling with folders, doing searches within Outlook itself, just using the Xobni sidebar. So for a free tool, or even for a paid tool, I think it's quite interesting, and it's kind of a new way to use and get useful information out of your email. What are the catches? What are the downsides? Well, it's a relatively new product. It still has some bugs. It's still kind of a work in progress. In my tests, there were some occasions where it mixed up people. It kind of merged the information of two people and created one profile, and that's a bug they say they're working on. It also had trouble distinguishing between people with the same email address, really the same person, but where there were two forms of the name among the emails, like Thomas and Tommy, and that's another bug they're working on. And if you have Xobni installed, there have been what the company claims is a small number of cases of people having trouble syncing a BlackBerry or some other device if they're doing a manual sync. Again, company claims to be solving these problems. But all in all, I think Xobni is a very useful tool that's worth a try if you are a heavy email user and you use Outlook. This is Walt Mossberg, and I'll see you next week.